So I want to introduce you to the foam roller. I have a very intimate relationship with this little roller because this has helped me so much to just do my own massage. I mean, great, I'd like to have a massage once a week, but sometimes I don't afford myself the time to do it. So this works beautifully, so there's no excuses why you can't release some of the tension in your fascia tissue. Now there's all kinds of foam rollers. There's ones that are smaller that are great for traveling, and there's ones that are softer. I prefer this one that's a little bit more industrial, and this is the ones that you'll traditionally see at your gym. It's pretty firm, and so again, let's just place it onto the floor. What I love to do this. I do it every day, at least once a day, but always at nighttime before I go to sleep, and it just really calms my sympathetic nervous system down for the day. And I'm sitting on my buttocks all day long at the office in a chair, and so once again, we want to just kind of really work the fascia through our body that's getting tight throughout our day. So a lot of times I'll just start very gently just by rocking back and forth on my buttock muscles there and just loosening up any tension that I might have acquired just sitting on these bones here, sitting on my muscles. Then what I'm going to do is just very gently roll forward. I'm just going to walk my toes forward. Now you'll notice that as I walk my toes forward, the roller is going to go and it's going to also move with me as well. It's going to roll forward as well. So I'm using the weight of my body to let it roll forward with me. Okay, I'm going to just allow my buttocks to come onto the ground there. And then you can see that I can hold it from side to side here as well. So you can hold on to it if you don't feel very comfortable or safe on this. It's not going to roll out from underneath you because I've got my weight on my body here. Now I'm just going to just hold it here, and I'm just going to just allow my body to gently sink back a little teeny bit. And then I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to exhale back. And just with this, I can do some abdominal exercises. All I'm doing, now if you would like to put your hand on your neck there, you can do that as well. I'm just starting to just lower my back, release a little tension in my lower back. I've got some degenerative discs there. After running track for so many years and 60 years old, I got to have some wear and tear. But guess what? With these kind of exercises, I manage it really, really well. So again, I just loosen it up there. Now I'm going to go down a little bit further. Now you can see that it also rolled up my back a bit. And I'm just going to place my hands on my head, and I'm just going to keep my head in neutral alignment, and I'm just going to let it relax, and I'm just going to breathe out. I'm going to come up, and I'm going to exhale. I like to do this 3 times on each spot in my back, just to allow the flexibility to move into my spine. Again, inhale up, and exhale back. And I notice that I keep my head nicely cradled with my hands. Then I'm going to let it roll up a little bit more. All I did was move my feet slightly forward. And then the same thing. Now I can go a little bit further with this and get a nice good stretch there. Breathe out. And then come up. And as I come up, I tighten up my stomach muscles, and it feels really good on my core. And then exhale back. Now notice that I'm not going any further back than what my spine comfortably wants to go, and my head is cradled beautifully in my hands. And then inhale, and then exhale back. And then again, walk your feet out a little bit, let it roll with you. Now I'm just across my shoulder blades. Again, inhale up, and then exhale back. And it's so beautiful to be able to work the curvature back into your spine. Again, inhale, and then exhale. Again, you want to do this at least 3 times on each point. Okay, one more. And then exhale. Walk your feet out a little bit further. Now I'm directly on to my shoulder area. And now I can't really go any further, right? Because I've got no space. So now I'm just going to rock back and forth. Just very gently there, right in the areas that we get so much tension. I'm going to pull my elbow straight up so that I can really allow that muscle to slightly bulge up a little bit so that I can really work the knots and kinks out there. Now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to go down my back, okay? And then I'm just going to allow my buttocks to come down, and I'm just going to kind of wiggle my shoulders right to left, kind of in a figure 8 motion so that I could work the shoulders a little bit better and go down further. Again, same thing. And just give a nice, and a lot of times what I like to do is even just come over and twist to the left, work my oblique, and then twist to the right, which feels really great, and then come back to center, and then I allow it to go down a little bit further, but this time I allow myself to stretch. I'm in a position now where I feel a little bit more flexible. I can allow my back to go a little further this time, and then inhale up, and I move it, and then I get a nice little stretch, and I feel more flexible this time, after I've done it the first time, and I breathe out. And then again, take a deep breath in, walk your feet towards your butt this time instead of away, let it roll down, and then get a beautiful stretch there. Excellent. Now it's almost in the area where I would like to now start to work my lower back. I'm just going to inch forward here. And so the last movement here, I ended up in this position right here. Now what I'm going to just do is I'm going to lift my hips up and I'm going to let my back come onto the floor. Now my body's being supported by the roller. I'm going to take a hold of the roller. I'm going to put it right onto my lower back and I'm going to lift my knees up. I'm going to just very gently do some figure 8 motion. And this feels so fantastic on my lower back. Feels really, really good, like I'm loosening up that whole sacrum area. Excellent. Okay, and then bring the knees in. And then I like to do a little bit of leg exercises on this. So I make sure it's on the very lower part of your back. So I'm going to roll it down a little bit. And all I'm going to just do is extend one leg out and hold. Now I'm working my stomach muscles. Bring it in and hold. Bring it in. And then you want to do that, let's just say at least, 8 times on each leg. That would be awesome. I'm working through my stomach muscles. Then I bring it into my chest. Bring it in a little bit closer. I'm going to go ahead and take my knees and I'm going to keep my chin down and I'm just going to press the knees into my chest. Take my hands onto the mat, onto the roller here, and just let them move to the left-hand side and get a beautiful stretch out of that. And again, I'm holding here. I'm going to come back to center, take a deep breath in, and then over to the right-hand side, and then back to center. Excellent. And then just come down with the legs and then lift the hips up. So now I've got a nice little arch there. I've got it into a small bridge. I'm going to take this little roller and roll it up my back. Now it's just up a little further. And then I'm going to very gently sit up, extend both legs out, and then just lift up gently. And that's the foam roller.